We're Nicki and Carlo and we live in Positano, Italy, except we also just bought a house in Tuscany, which we're currently renovating, so we live there too. Join us as we turn this house and olive grove into a dream home and get to grips with living in two different parts of Italy. Last week you saw my dad come to visit us and see our Tuscan house for the first time. 4 days have passed since he left, but more family arrived today. Go. Good morning. I was going to go on quite a big walk because I can go down to the end of this field and go into the woods and then loop all the way around here and back up another pathway. But I've realised I probably haven't got quite enough time because I have to go and pick my brother up at the airport in about 2 hours' time. And also it has rained and it's a little bit slippy and I haven't got the right shoes on. I sort of need to wear my hiking shoes for this. It'll probably be quite slippy in the muddy bits. So maybe I'll do this walk with my brother and his partner in the next couple of days or so. They're coming for 4 nights, I think. It's going to be their first time here. I'm very excited to show them around. I have no idea what they'll think of it, but I want to make sure that they absolutely love it because I want to convince him to come and live here too. Anyhow, Carlo has been very busy over the last few days. We've had a little break from filming, but we started a massive project. We are pulling down the front part of the veranda wall. We've now been in the house since January and we have come to realise that the veranda, the big empty room at the back of the house, is pretty useless. It's boiling hot in the summer, it's freezing cold in the winter, and we can't think of anything that we'd want to use it for. So we've decided to open it up and make it into an outside veranda. And Carlo started that the other day. And it was quite interesting what we found in amongst the walls.
Che diavolo è questa roba? Dai, ma dai.
Wow. Wow.
Penso che sono i libri di scuola e i quaderni.
Sì.
Ma non è normale, ma che cazzo? L'avranno usato come isolante termico, funziona bene la carta. Questo sarà un altro lavoro aggiuntivo, buttare via tutto questo roba.
Oh my god, so terrible. It gets confusing as I have 3 brothers. So the one that is coming to visit today is Dan. He is my youngest brother. He's the one that lives down in Dorset that we go to visit often when we go to England. And he hasn't been out yet. I'm still hoping that Martin will come out and visit at some point, who is the one that you met in a video when he told you how he got paralysed. But seeing as he is partially paralysed at the moment, it wouldn't be the easiest for him to come out and visit, although it would be much easier for him to come and visit us in Tuscany than it would in Positano, of course. And then I have one other brother, Paul, who lives in California, and I hardly ever see him because he's so far away. So this is where we're at. And now it gets interesting because we've come over here to this bit and it looks a bit like an old porch. So we've decided we're going to make this corner into a porch and put some railings up here, wooden, and here, open it up and have like a porch area. We're not quite sure what's underneath here. So we're not quite sure what we're going to do there. But I know it looks a mess at the moment. Slowly, slowly, it will start to take shape. We do have a plan.
Io davvero non riesco a capire come si possa fare un lavoro così. È incredibile, praticamente è tutto marcio, questo travo appoggia su niente. Appoggiava sul legno marcio. Allora, questo trave qui adesso è provvisorio per sostenere il peso mentre aggiusto questo qui. Vediamo un po'. Questa è la cosa brutta.
Dan and Craig had arrived safely and were excited to explore. So we left Carlo happily dismantling the house and drove through the Tuscan Hills, stopping to visit a few pretty villages along the way. Getting back home just in time for one of the most spectacular sunsets. Bright and early the next morning, I haven't even had breakfast, but Carlo is out and look what he's made.
Sì, facciamo
Wow.
una ringhiera per qui.
It's
Poi
going to look
facciamo
amazing.
un'altra anche per lì, facciamo una modifica anche lì.
Yeah, I think it's going to look really nice, like a little porch area over there. I'll have to get a rocking chair to put in it.
Sta venendo bene?
Sì, molto. Are you going to come for a dog walk with us?
Yes, yes, of course.
Good, okay.
Però prima dammi una mano qua.
Okay. For the first time I met her, for breakfast I ate condoms on toast.
What was it meant to be?
Damn! I said preservative, I'm thinking preserves. Taking them to the little viewpoint that we found a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, looks like they're appreciating that. So I've decided I'm going to take Dan and Craig to San Gimignano today to
Okay.
visit. Are you going to come with us?
I prefer to work at home.
Really?
Yeah, because it sounds strange, but I love working at home.
You don't want to have a day off?
No, I have the day off when your dad come.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, I'm going to take them there so they can see it, and then we'll be home sometime this afternoon. All right,
Okay,
so you have to get
okay.
yourself lunch, but there's some ravioli in the fridge that you can have.
Ok,
Okay?
ravioli for lunch. Guarda che buco qua che hanno scavato i cinghiali, sono andate per rubare l'uva.
Well, they've tried. I don't know if they've got in. Oh, maybe they have. That's quite a big hole. So I am trying to convince my brother and Craig to come and live here. They, at the moment, are living in Dorset and they want to move from that area and they're not quite sure where they want to go. They've been discussing lots of ideas, but I am pushing for here. So Craig is the most amazing yoga teacher. I haven't had a huge amount of yoga lessons in my life, but his are by far my favourite out of all the ones I've ever had. And he wants to open up a yoga retreat, and my brother would love to help run that, and I would too. As you know, when we were house hunting, we were originally looking for somewhere that we could open up as a B&B, and we put that idea aside, one because it cost a little bit too much money, we didn't have, and two because we weren't sure whether we were going to like being here, and we were still part living in Positano, so we shelved that idea. But if my brother and Craig came and joined us, it would be perfect because we'd be all in it together, and we'd be able to do retreats and have all of you guys to come and stay, and we'd have organised events and tours and all sorts of things, and it would just be the dream. So
sì, così io vengo e farò quello che sistema tutto, i giardini, il giardiniere, lavo i piatti, vado a pulire le camere.
So they're discussing it now, they're talking about it, and I think they are quite inspired. I think it's been really helpful. The sun's been shining the whole time they've been here, and they've loved everything they've seen so far. So we'll just have to keep pushing and hope for the best. Ooh, looks like an old colonial house. Wow, didn't expect that we were going to get something like that. How exciting. Interesting. Put them to work, that's what I say. Does it fit?
Yeah.
It's good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got something to like that.
It's my third time here this year, and it is busy. There's a lot of people here. So last time I came here was probably March, I think February and March we came here, so it was much quieter, and everything's open, there's loads of people around.
Is that a particularly good ice cream place? Or is it just because it says world's most famous gelato?
That is a queue for an ice cream shop. Obviously some influencer or TV presenter or journalist has said that that's a good place to go for ice cream, and everybody is taking their word for it and queuing up. I'm sure there's plenty of other good ice cream shops around here. Now, I didn't try the ice cream in that place in the main piazza where the huge queue was, but we've just got our ice creams in this little place behind me here, and this is really good ice cream. I mean, really good. You get to try it before you buy it. They have little tasters, and it's €3 for a cup, 2 flavours. Really good quality ice cream. We've just got back from our trip to San Gimignano, and on the way there and back on the road there was loads and loads of cars parked, and I figured out, because I saw some baskets, that everybody was picking mushrooms. And there was, I mean, really, we saw about 50 cars all pulled up on the side of the road near the woodlands, and people were picking mushrooms. And while we were in San Gimignano, Carlo sent me a message saying, look at all the mushrooms that the guy who's mending his tractor has picked. And he sent me this photo. And we've just got back, and the guy's been round, I think he's delivered the tractor, and he's left us some porcini mushrooms. Look at these. So he's left all of these mushrooms, and they are huge. So this is what the guys must have been picking in the woods. Now, I've never had fresh porcini mushrooms given to me before, so I've never cooked with them, but I do know how to clean them. You don't wash them, you brush them with a dry cloth or a brush. And we will be making risotto with these, or some of them, tomorrow. Okay, now let's go at the back and see what Carla's been up to. Anna. And look who's here! It's David from Sicily.
On my way to Sicily.
On your way to...
It is
I
Dave
stopped
from
off.
Luca and Sara.
Yeah.
I stopped off on the way.
Wow. This looks amazing. I'm really, really pleased with it.
It's brilliant.
Ti
Yeah.
piace, amore? Bello?
Yeah, it's really nice. Thanks. That's nice, Holly.
It's not very, very far.
It looks lovely. Yeah, it's really changed it completely.
Allora, questo è il risultato finale. Adesso questo pilone qua è appoggiato su una pietra.
Indy.
Hello, Indy.
Bastard!
Come on this side. With you. Yes, sit, stay with me. Stay. I love you. E ho messo anche questo scatolato di metallo qua, così non poggia direttamente e l'umidità non entra. L'ho sigillato con del silicone, adesso penso di aver fatto il lavoro giusto.
Sì, certamente. Bravo.
Inoltre ho anche sistemato questa zona dove prima c'era gli scalini di legno che io ho tolto, era rimasto un buco che adesso l'ho tappato con le pietre di tufo.
And these stones that he's put here came from this weird stripe in the middle of the garden that we will now grass over. Obviously at one time it was a border between the gravel area, which would have been all of this, and the grass area. But it's been taken over by grass. We're going to sort it out at some point. Not sure what we're going to do here. Maybe make the gravel area smaller. We'll figure it out at some point. So I'm going to make a risotto with these incredible mushrooms. They need to be used, and I don't really know which ones I should use. They need to be cleaned first though, they're quite muddy. Now you're not supposed to use water to wash mushrooms, you're supposed to use a soft cloth. So I'm going to get a clean microfiber cloth and just brush them off, and I'm going to do it over the sink. That one's been nibbled on by somebody. This one has been nibbled on as well. So I don't know if there's a correct way to cut porcini mushrooms. Oh look at that. So I'm just going to cut them how I think is right. Okay. So the mushrooms need to be cooked for about 10 minutes, and while those are cooking I'm going to chop up an onion. They're really weird because they're the wrong way around from what you think they're going to be. Everyone gets really confused and leaves on the whole time. So I cooked those down, and they've actually cooked down to nothing, so I'm doing another batch, getting rid of some more. And then we should have enough for 4 people. We need a big handful of parsley, so let's grab some from the garden. I've cooked the mushrooms, I've cooked the onions so they're transparent, and I'm now going to add the rice to the onions and toast them for a couple of minutes, and then start adding some broth. And I haven't made my own broth, I've used broth from a packet, which is fine. And I will keep adding bits of broth until the rice is al dente. Once it's al dente, I will add the mushrooms and then mix it all together. And then when the rice is ready, I will turn it off the heat, add some Parmigiano cheese and a big handful of parsley. And that's it, very easy. Now we've just got to hope that the person who brought the mushrooms to us loves us and doesn't want to kill us, and that they're actually porcini mushrooms and not poisonous toadstools. I'm sure you know this, but when you're making risotto, you're supposed to keep stirring continuously because it breaks down the starch and that's what makes the risotto creamy. So you add the broth bit by bit and then you stir and you stir, and once it's absorbed, add a bit more and just keep stirring. And it's a 10-15 minute process and you just need a little bit of patience to do it. Oh yeah, you can put that in. That's still quite al dente, but I think I've taken it off the heat now because it will keep on cooking in its own juices. I'm going to add a handful of parsley and I'm going to grate some Parmesan cheese.
Buon appetito! Come si dice in inglese buon appetito?
You don't say the meal, no.
Enjoy your meal.
It's like...
Enjoy your meal.
Enjoy your meal. No, not that type of damage. Well, buono.
It's actually milder than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I thought it'd be very strong.
No, I think it's the dried ones that the taste becomes stronger.
Bye.
Bye! Bye, Nicki! You stay with me. No, eat. Bye!
All too soon, Dan and Craig had to leave, but hopefully they'll be back very soon. Don't forget there'll be an extra video on Wednesday on our other channel, Aperitivo 50. Thanks for watching, have a lovely week everyone.